Let's buy a boat and travel the world, I said.
We don't know how to sail, I said.
Call us crazy, but we did it anyway, and we invite you to come along as we fumble our way through this new life.
We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
You all dry?
Yep.
And right now it's quite calm, right?
Yeah, it's good.
But the
Including
dinghy
this
is on the beach. Why?
Because if we parked it over there, the waves pick up later and bash it too much.
And then we come back with all our lovely fresh groceries, only to
Dinghy's full of water.
find the dinghy full of water. So it's only took us like 3 months, but now we've got wise to it, and we're leaving it in the smart spot today. So one of the things we've loved about our stay in Marmaris is they have a fantastic fresh fruit and veg market. Sell other things as well, but produce that we get there stays fresh for so much longer, and it's difficult to keep it fresh on a boat. So we're off, it's Sunday. We're a little bit hungover today because my lovely mum and her friends are in town for a week, which has been a blast. But for folk in their 70s, they really know how to party it up, and we did that with them last night yet again. So trudging to the market today, I'd say, is what we are doing. On a Thursday, this is completely packed with sellers,
Vendors and
vendors, yeah, all kinds of things. So, you know, Thursday's the best day to come, but by Thursday we're not going to be here anymore. We tend to cook about 80% of our meals on the boat, which means we have to keep pretty well stocked up with staples. Marmaris Produce Market offers all that and more. It's a place to stock up on local treats, and we both favour the savoury kind. Vendors are happy to let you sample anything that takes your fancy, and it's fun to interact with the local, non-tourist community. It's also an economical place to shop. We can usually pick up 2 to 3 bags of olives and a selection of cheeses for under €20. Another benefit compared to the pre-packaged produce found in local supermarkets is to be able to pick your own items from the smorgasbord of fruit and veg available. Size these next two, supposed to take
Chili, spicy.
Chili, yeah, sorry. Okay, so the chili, we're going for the chili.
So for some reason, cilantro, or what else is it called? Coriander, fresh cilantro is really difficult to get basically in the Mediterranean. So when you find some, and it's nice and fresh, you always want to grab it to make your homemade salsa or put in your stir fries or whatnot, and this store behind me usually has it, so fingers crossed that'll be the case today. And the verdict is yes.
They're really good.
Next. Ajouge? Okay. Ajouge, good. Like a small cucumber. But kind of, yeah. Very nice, thank you. Hi. Can we get 2 potato, please?
2 potato.
2 potatoes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. How are you?
Good, thank you. We leave Turkey in 2 days. We leave.
Here we go.
Yeah. But next year we come back. And we come because we like this. Loaded up with fresh fruit and veg. And I'm not the best driver.
Okay, how about I take over?
Okay. Then it's back to Squeaky, our dinghy, which with its failing inflatable floor doesn't make for a very stable or reliable ride in choppy water. For this reason, Pete ferries the precious produce and then his precious wife back to Galene in separate trips.
Okay, so just finished another little job. It was a plumbing job, no electricity involved, so it was fairly straightforward. What I've done is, if you look down here, this is the scupper. Like, so if this cockpit ever fills up with water, there's a big hole in the boat there, and on the other side as well, to drain the cockpit. Well, we've put a little hose down there. Right down there is a T-junction. This hose will go into the kitchen, and this hose is going to go to when we get a water maker, and we'll be able to get an access to seawater from there. And the reason we got it is because if you're on a boat, you really want to conserve water. So if you can rinse your dishes as much as possible, even wash your dishes in salt water, and then just give them a freshwater rinse, you'll save gallons and gallons. And so it's just a little foot pump.
It works!
And yeah, it works.
Cool, I'm very happy about that.
Yeah.
And because we actually were out at anchor quite a lot recently, and we were getting a little bit concerned about having even with the 750 litre tank, which is huge, we were still a bit concerned about the water lasting, the fresh water, weren't we? So. And
there was another pump here which I had to disconnect. That actually was bringing fresh water from the tank, so that if your pump stops working, then you use this. But this is out of commission now. So if our pump stopped working and I couldn't replace it and I couldn't get it going again, I'll just have to swap the hoses over, and we'll be able to get fresh water from the tank again. We're sorted.
Like an easy fix.
Yeah.
Well, I know it wasn't easy. I know no boat job is easy. It took probably days and days of trying to get the right parts and everything.
The right hose clamps, tubing.
But you must be pretty satisfied because we're here at anchor and you're actually getting jobs done at anchor.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Thank you for that.
On our last night at anchor, we relax and admire the twinkling lights on shore and the full moon over the bay. We also mentally prepare for an early start the next morning to check out at the customs dock. This would be another first for us.
See yourself as a marinera.
Yeah, I just wanted to tighten her up a little bit.
These are some bumpers at this dock, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
I guess because the massive cruise ships coming out too. So just gotta wait for the check. I don't know. Smile. It's Smile Yacht Agency, but I don't know the guy's name. I usually ask, but I didn't this time. So we're just leaving the customs dock in Marmaris. Goodbye, Turkey, for now. That had to be one of the smoothest interactions with customs that we've ever had, and of course there was an agent being used, but still, get here early in the morning. Saying goodbye to the craziness of Marmaris town for a while, at least until next year. Bye, Marmaris! What do you make of that customs experience?
Pretty slick. One of the nicer ones for sure.
Yeah.
In, out, no one gets hurt.
So now we've just got to plot our course to Simi.
It's about 35 nautical miles along the southwest coast of Turkey, back across the border and into Greece. This will be our first stop and therefore check-in point. In keeping with our med-sailing experience to date, there was no wind to help us on our way back to Greece, so once again, We chugged along under engine power for around 8 hours.
Currently we're hoofing it up a steep hill on an island called Simi. We just arrived, tied up at a little town dock, and we haven't officially checked into Greece yet. It is a big hill, have a look. So we're trying to get over to the main police station, customs and whatnot to clear in this evening, hopefully. Apparently it shuts at 7:30, it's about 6 o'clock now. 7 o'clock. And quite a walk. And apparently we could get into a lot of trouble if we get found out by the Coast Guard that we're here without checking in. As we reached the peak, there was no time to stop and take in the spectacular view that lay below. It became apparent that we still had a long trek, not knowing exactly the location of the 3 official offices we had to visit. We were tired from our long day and pretty stressed, but at least it was all downhill from that point. We made it, and back at the boat we exhaled and admired the scenic Petty Bay momentarily. It was now time to make a plan to move north to what would be Galene's home for the winter.
Join us next time as we finally enjoy some sailing and accidentally cross back over the border into Turkey on our travels.
What should I do while you're gone?
I got a beer.